Welcome to the tale of a delicious adventure in a wonderful land. You can tell it will be delicious. Can't you smell it already? Oh, how I love that gorgeous smell. You've all heard of Cadbury, Rowntree, Fry's, Nestle's, Wonka. What's that? You say, what's Wonka? You mean you don't know what Wonka is? Why, Wonka chocolate, of course. I admit that Willy Wonka's chocolate is fairly new, but it's also the greatest chocolate ever invented. Why, Mr. Willy Wonka himself is the most amazing, the most fantastic, the most extraordinary chocolate maker the world has ever seen. He's invented things like, say, why? I'm not going to tell you what he's invented. You came to see for yourself, so I'll let you do just that. But before I do, I should perhaps fill you in on what's been happening around here lately. Because Mr. Willy Wonka makes the best chocolate in the whole wide world, 3 other great chocolate makers, known as Mr. Fickelgruber, Mr. Prodnose, and Mr. Slugworth, sent spies to work for Mr. Wonka in order to discover his secrets. Well, they must have been good spies, because soon afterwards, these 3 chocolate makers began making such delicious Wonka favorites as ice cream that never melts, chewing gum that never loses its flavor, and candy balloons that you could blow up to huge sizes before you popped them with a pin and gobbled them up. Mr. Wonka didn't know what to do. He didn't know who the spies were, and if he continued to operate his factory, all his secrets might be stolen. So he did the only thing he could. He sent all the workers home and closed the factory. You might think that would be the end of Mr. Willy Wonka, but no, sir, not him. After months and months went by, the factory suddenly began operating again, but nobody knew who was running the place. Nobody ever went in, and nobody ever came out. The only thing anyone could see were shadows dancing around in front of the lighted windows. Mighty strange. Well, anyway, to get back to the story, soon there was a big article in the town paper saying that Mr. Willy Wonka, in order to sell a lot of candy once again, was running a contest. Yes, sir, that's right, a contest. He'd secretly wrapped a golden ticket under ordinary wrapping paper in 5 ordinary candy bars. The candy bars were said to be found anywhere, in any shop, in any street, in any town, in any country in the world, upon any counter where Wonka's candies are sold. The 5 winners will get to tour Mr. Wonka's new factory and take home enough chocolate for the rest of their lives. Now that, my friends, is where our story begins. 4 of the tickets have already been found. Oh, by the way, would you like to meet the 4 lucky people? All right, listen and watch carefully. I think they're here somewhere. Let's see, Augustus Gloop. Where are you, Augustus Gloop?
Chocolates, chocolates, chocolates! I love chocolates! Yum! Food, food! Yum! I love food! Yum! This golden ticket is my meal ticket to, eat. Don't eat. Don't eat, don't eat, don't eat! Yum! Chocolates, chocolate, chocolate!
Well, friends, that was our first golden ticket finder, Augustus Gloop. Let's see now if the lucky girl who found our second golden ticket is here. Oh, Violet Beauregard.
I'm a gum chewer normally, but when I heard about these ticket things from Mr. Wonka's, I laid off the gum and switched to candy bars with the hope of striking it lucky. Now, of course, I'm right back on gum. I just adore gum. I can't do without it. I want it all day long, except for a few minutes at mealtimes, when I take it out and stick it behind my ear for safekeeping. To tell you the honest truth, I simply wouldn't feel comfortable if I didn't have that little bunch of gum to chew on every moment of the day. I really wouldn't. My mother says that it's not ladylike and it looks ugly to see a girl's jaws going up and down like mine do all the time. But I don't agree. And who is she to criticize anyways? Because if you ask me, I say that her jaws are going up and down almost as much as mine are, just from me yelling at me every minute of the day. Now, it may interest you to know that this piece of gum I'm chewing on right at this moment is one I've been working on for 3 months solid. That's a world record, you see. It's beaten the record held by my best friend, Miss Cornelia Princeville. And was she ever mad? It's my most treasured possession now. And this piece of gum, at night, I just stick it on the end of the bedpost, and it's as good as ever in the morning. A bit hard at first, maybe.
Such a lucky girl. Isn't she wonderful? The 3rd golden ticket was found by another lucky girl. Her name is Veruca Salt. Is Veruca here now?
Where's my golden ticket? I want my golden ticket. Oh, yes, here it is. As soon as I told my father that I just simply had to have one of those golden tickets, he went out into the town and started buying all the Wonka candy bars he could lay his hands on. Thousands of
stuff. He must have bought hundreds of thousands. Then he had them loaded onto trucks and sent directly to his own factory. He's in the peanut business, you see, and he's got about over 100 women working for him over at his joint, shelling peanuts for roasting and salting. That's what they do all day long. Those women, they just sit there, so he says to them, okay girls, from now on you can stop shelling peanuts and start shelling your apples off these crazy candy bars instead. And they did. From morning till night, every single day. Full speed ahead. So he told one of his women workers to shell the wrappers off these chocolates, and one of his women workers yelled, "I got it, a golden ticket." She said, "Give it to me quick," my dad said, and he rushed it home to me, and now I'm all smiles and we have a happy home once again.
Thank you, Veruca. Isn't she a lovely girl? Now, the fourth and last ticket was found by a boy named Mike TV. I wonder if Mike's got his ticket with him. Where are you, Mike?
Of course I got a golden ticket. Why can't everyone just leave me alone? I want to watch television. I watch all the shows every day, even the crummy ones with no CGI. I like Star Wars the best. They're terrific. Those stormtroopers, especially Darth Vader in the lightsaber battles. Plus the vehicles. I have a speeder bike. My dad put it together because I'd missed my shows. I have 12 Lego AT-ATs. My dad put them together because I'd missed my shows. Oh boy, what I wouldn't give to be on the Death Star. I'm gonna be a bounty hunter like Boba Fett. It's the life, I tell ya. It's terrific. Hey, have you seen that?
And that, folks, is Mike TV. Sorry for bothering you, Mike. Now we're going to take a look at the hero of our story, Charlie Bucket and his family. Let me introduce them to you. This is the home of Charlie Bucket. 7 people live here. There are only 2 rooms and only 1 bed, so you can see that life is extremely uncomfortable. These 2 very old people are the father and mother of Mr. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa Joe and Grandma Josephine. And these 2 very old people are the father and mother of Mrs. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa George and Grandma Georgina. The bed was given to the 4 old grandparents because they were so old and tired. And of course, they're all over 90 years old. This is Mr. Bucket. This is Mrs. Bucket. They and little Charlie Bucket sleep in the other room, upon mattresses on the floor. As you know, this can be very cold in the wintertime. They can't buy a better house because they don't have any money and there aren't any better jobs. Mr. Bucket is the only one who can work, and well, he lost his job a few weeks ago. Yes, it's very sad, but you see, the toothpaste factory had to close down. Without Mr. Wonka's chocolate factory open anymore, nobody ever got any cavities, and so they didn't buy any toothpaste, and well, you know how it goes. Oh wait, gee, I almost forgot. This is the hero of our story, Charlie Bucket. Charlie's a nice boy. Of course, he's been starving lately. In fact, the whole family has, but I'm worried about Charlie though. Why, did you know that Charlie is so weak from not eating that he walks instead of running like the other kids so he can save his energy? Well, I've said far too much already. Let's find out what's happening at the Bucket House now. I'll see you later.
I see that 4 children have found golden tickets. I wonder who the 5th lucky person will be.
I hope it's no one like that perfect group kid.
Or as spoiled as that Veruca Salt girl. Or as busy as that old Poppy Violet book.
Or living such a useless life as that TV boy.
It seems like all children act like brats nowadays. It's really annoying.
Well, some children, in fact, quite a lot of them do, but not all of them.
And now there's only 1 ticket left. Quite so. And just as sure as I'll be having cabbage soup for supper tomorrow. That ticket will go to some nasty little beast who doesn't deserve it.
Well, I bet I know somebody who'd love to find that golden ticket.
How about it, Charlie? You like chocolate more than anyone I ever saw.
Yes, I sure would, Grandpa Joe. You know, it just about makes me faint every time I have to pass Mr. Wonka's chocolate factory every day as I go to school. The smell of that wonderful chocolate is so dreamy that I often fall asleep and bump into Mr. Wonka's fence. But I guess I should realize that dreams don't come true. Just imagine me imagining that I could win the 5th golden ticket. It's pure imagination.
Well, Charlie, it may be pure imagination, but I heard tell that what you imagine sometimes comes true.
Gee, you really think so, Grandpa Joe? Gee, I wonder.
It sure would have been nice if Charlie had won that 5th golden ticket.
You mean with that 10 pence we gave him for his birthday present yesterday?
Yes, the one we gave him to buy the one piece of candy he gets every year.
Interesting how long it took you two to save up that.
Yes.
No, that was really a shame.
But think of how Charlie enjoyed the candy. He just loved putting on the chocolate. He didn't really act that disappointed.
No, he didn't.
Well, he may have not acted disappointed, but that's because he's a fine boy and doesn't want any of us to feel sorry for him. I sure hope he won. I would do anything for that boy. Why, I would even...
Mom, Dad, Grandfolks, you'll never believe it. You'll never believe what happened.
Good gracious, Charlie, what happened?
Well, I was walking home, and the wind was so cold, and the snow was falling so hard, and I couldn't see where I was going, and I was looking down so I could protect my face. And
Yes, Charlie, go on.
And there it was, just lying there in the snow, kind of buried. And I looked around, and no one seemed to look as if they had lost anything. So I picked it up, wiped it off, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
You felt the
No. I found a 50-pence piece. But, I thought it wouldn't hurt if I bought a Wonka Whipple Scrumptious Fudge-Metal Delight, since it was my 50 pence. And I was just so hungry for one.
Go on.
Well, I peeled off the wrapper slowly, and... No. I ate the candy. There was no golden ticket. But I still had 45 pence left. And well, you know how much I love chocolate.
Oh, Charlie, you're not there. You didn't spend all the money on.
Well, no. As a matter of fact, I bought another Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Metal Delight, and I found the 5th golden ticket.
You what?
I really did. I found the 5th golden ticket.
He found it. I told him.
Boy, I sure am glad that Dad let you take me today.
Well, Charlie, I guess he just feels that we understand each other.
Plus, you seem to know all about Mr. Wonka and what's happened to him.
Well, Mr. Wonka has been an important man in this town for a good long time. Some people said some unkind things about him after he closed down the factory, but I always felt that he had his reasons. In fact, I'm quite excited about this golden ticket thing. It's a good excuse to see what is happening in his factory and how he's running it.
Speaking of the golden ticket, Grandpa Joe, could I read it one more time? I know this sounds silly, but the whole thing seems so magical.
Sure, Charlie, let me just... Here it is.
Let's see now. It says, "Greetings to you, the lucky finder of this golden ticket, from Mr. Willy Wonka. I shake you warmly by the hand. Tremendous things are in store for you. Many wonderful surprises await you.
For now, I do invite you to come to my factory and be my guest for one whole day. You and all others who are lucky enough to find my golden tickets. I, Willy Wonka, will conduct you in my factory, showing you everything there is to see. And afterwards, when it's time to leave, you'll be escorted home by a procession of large trucks. These trucks, I can tell you, will be loaded with enough delicious edibles that will last you and your household for many years. If at any time thereafter you should run out of supplies, you have only to give me this golden ticket and I'll be happy to refill your cupboard with whatever you want. In this way, you will be supplied with tasty morsels for the rest of your life. But this, by no means, will be the most exciting thing that will happen during your visit. I will be preparing surprises that are even more mystic and more marvelous than for all my beloved golden ticket holders. Mystic and marvelous surprises that will entrance, delight, intrigue, astonish, and perplex you beyond measure. Never in your wildest dreams could you have imagined that such things could happen to you. Just wait and see. And now, here are your instructions. The day that I have chosen for this visit is the first day in the month of February. You shall arrive at the front gates at 10 o'clock sharp in the morning. Don't be late, and you are allowed to bring with you 1 or 2 members of your family to make sure that you don't get into mischief. One last thing. Be sure to have this golden ticket with you, or you will not be admitted. Signed, Willy Wonka.
And look, Charlie, today is the 1st of February, and it seems that everyone's arriving together.
There he is. That's him. It's Willy Wonka.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Let's see now. I wonder if I can recognize you all by the pictures of you in your newspaper. Let's see. You're Augustus Gloop.
Yeah. And this is, meine Mutter?
Delighted to meet you both. Delighted, delighted. You're Violet Beauregard.
So what if I am? Let's just get on with the whole thing, huh?
And you must be Mrs. Beauregard. Very happy to meet you. Very happy. You must be Veruca Salt. And you must be Mr. and Mrs. Salt.
Don't shake his hand, Daddy. It's probably all chocolatey and sticky from working in the factory all day long. After all, he just only owns a silly factory. He's not important enough for you to shake hands with him anyways.
You're my TV. Enchanted to meet you. Yes, enchanted.
Come on, I'm missing all my
And
favorite
we're the TVs. Pleased to meet you.
Overjoyed, overjoyed. And you must be the lucky boy who found the ticket yesterday. Let's see. You're Charlie Bucket, aren't you?
Yes, sir. And this, sir, is my Grandpa Joe.
Howdy, Mr. Wonka. I'm real pleased to meet you.
How do you do, Mr. Grandpa Joe? How do you do? Well, now, is that everybody? Why, I guess it is. Well, now, will you all please follow me? Our tour is about to begin. Oh, but do keep together. Please don't wander off by yourselves. I wouldn't like to lose any of you at this stage of the proceedings. Oh, dear me, no. All right, let's step through this big red gate. That's right. It's nice and warm inside. I have to keep it warm because my workers, they are used to an extremely hot climate. They'd perish if they went outdoors in this weather. Why, they'd freeze to death.
But who are these, workers?
All in good time, my dear boy. Be patient. You shall see everything as we go along.
I'm tired. Seems like we've been turning left, turning right, turning left, and turning right again for a whole hour or so. When are we going to eat? I'm hungry. I want to eat now. Do you hear me? Now!
Grandpa Joe, have you noticed that we've been going downward for the longest time?
Well, Charlie, I think it's because I heard Mr. Wonka say that all of his most important rooms are underground, and we're going deep down below the surface.
I wonder why.
Well, I think that it's because that all of his most important rooms wouldn't nearly fit up here. Some of them are supposed to be larger than football fields.
Here we are, everybody. This is the chocolate room. This room is the nerve center of the whole factory. It's the heart of my whole operation.
I don't see anything but Turtle River over there. When are we going to eat? I'm hungry.
And would you just look at all those pipes? There must be 10 or 11 of them. I wonder what they're for.
Gee, Mr. Wonka, what's wrong with your river? It's all brown and muddy looking.
Nothing wrong with it, my boy. Nothing at all. It's all chocolate. Every drop of that river is hot melted chocolate of the finest quality, the very finest quality. There's enough chocolate in that river to fill every bathtub in the entire country and all the swimming pools as well. Isn't it terrific? And just look at my pipes. They suck up all the chocolate and carry it away to all the other rooms in the factory where it is needed. Thousands of gallons an hour, my dear children. Thousands and thousands of gallons.
Look, over there. It's moving. It's walking. Why is it? It's a little person.
She's right, Grandpa. Look, can you see him?
I see it, Charlie.
There's 2 of them.
My gosh, so there is.
There's more than 2. There's 4 or 5.
What are they doing?
Where do they come from?
Who are they? Aren't they fantastic?
No higher than my knee.
Look at their funny hair. They can be real people.
Nonsense. Of course they're real people. They are some of my workers.
That's impossible. There are no people in the world as small.
No people in the world as small as that. Then let me tell you something. There are more than 3,000 of them working in my factory. They are Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas? What do you mean?
Imported directly from Loompa Land. And oh, what a terrible country that is. Nothing but thick jungles, infested by the most dangerous beasts in the world. Horned swazzlers, snozwingers, and those wretched, wicked wangdoodles. A wangdoodle would eat 10 Oompa Loompas for breakfast and come galloping back for a second helping. When I found the little Oompa Loompas, they were living in tree houses. They had to live in tree houses to escape from the snozwingers and the hornswallers and the wangdoodles. When I found them, they were practically starving to death. They were living on green beetles, green caterpillars, red beetles, eucalyptus leaves, and the bark of the bong bong tree. They loved cacao beans too, but they only found about 1 or 2 a year. They used to dream about cacao beans all night and talk about them all day. And it just so happens that the cacao bean is the thing from which all chocolate is made. I myself use billions of cacao beans each week in my factory. So I talked to the leader of the tribe in Oompa Loompish and told him that he could have all the cacao beans he wanted, just came and worked for me and lived in my factory. Well, he was so happy that he threw his bowl of mashed caterpillars right out of the treehouse window. So here they are. They're lovely workers. They all speak English now. They love dancing and music. They're always making up songs. I expect you'll hear a good deal of singing here from time to time.
Mommy, Daddy, I want an Oompa Loompa. I want to take it home with me. Go on, Daddy, get me an Oompa Loompa.
Now, my pet. You mustn't interrupt Mr. Wonka.
But I want an Oompa Loompa.
All right, Daddy will make sure you have an Oompa Loompa, but I can't get you one right now. You have to be patient. I'll make sure you have one before the day is through.
Augustus, sweetheart, I don't think you better do that.
Oh no, Augustus, please! P-L-E-A-S-E, I beg of you not to do that. My chocolate must be untouched by human hands.
Augustus, didn't you hear what the man said? Get away from the river at once.
See something, Stevie? Oh boy, I need a bucket to drink it all properly.
Augustus, you must go away. You're dirtying my chocolate.
Augustus, you'll be giving that cold of yours to about 1 million people all over the country. Augustus, you're leaning too far out. Save him, you can't. He'll drown. You can't my yard.
Look, he's being sucked closer to the one of the pipes.
Oh, murder. Police. Augustus, where are you going? He disappeared. Where does that pipe go to?
He'll come out of it just fine. You wait and see.
He'll be marshmallow.
Impossible.
Why not?
Because that pipe doesn't go anywhere near the marshmallow room. It leads to the room where I make the most delicious kind of strawberry-flavored chocolate-coated fudge.
My poor Augustus will be selling it by the pound by tomorrow morning. How do you laugh at a situation like this? My boy's just been sucked into your pipe, into your fudge room. Do you see this as one huge, colossal joke?
He'll come out of it just fine.
He'll be fudge!
Never. I wouldn't allow it.
Why not?
Because the taste would be terrible. Just imagine it. Augustus flavored chocolate-coated gloop. No one would buy it.
I don't want to think about it.
Nor do I, and I do promise you, madame, that your darling boy is perfectly safe.
If he's so safe, then lead me to him at once.
Tell the Oompa Loompas over there to lead you to the fudge room. When you get there, take a large stick and start poking around inside the big chocolate mixing barrel. Don't leave him there too long, though, or he's liable to get poured into the fudge boiler. That would really be a disaster, wouldn't it? My fudge would be quite uneatable.
What did you say?
I'm joking. Forgive me. Goodbye, Mrs. Bloop. See you later.
Augustus Gloop, the great big greedy nincompoop. How long could we allow this beast to gorge and guzzle, feed and feast? on everything he wanted to. Great Scott, it simply wouldn't do. So what we do in cases such as this, we use the gentle touch. Come on, we cry. The time is right to send him shooting up the pipe. But don't, dear children, be alarmed. Augustus Gloop will not be harmed. Though, of course, we must admit, he will be altered quite a bit.
He'll be quite changed from what he's been when he goes through the fudge machine. Slowly the wheels go round and round. The cogs begin to grind and pound. 100 knives go slice, slice, slice.
We add some sugar, cream, and spice. Now, my grace, a miracle has taken place.
This boy who only just before was loathed by men from shore to shore. This greedy brute, this louse's ear, is loved by people everywhere.
For who could hate or bear a grudge against a luscious bit of fudge?
Poor Augustus. Well, I bet we've seen the last of him for a while. Now you folks are really in for a treat. Did you know that Willy Wonka had his very own yacht? That's right, his very own. And boy, is it sharp. It's bright pink and has about 10 Oompa inside, pulling all of the oars. Well, there's no point telling you all about the boat, because in just a second, you should be able to see it coming up the tunnel. Yes. Yes, here it comes now.
It sure is dark in here. How can these dumb Oompa Loompas see where they're going?
There's no knowing where they're going. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction they are going. There's no knowing where they're going or which way the river's flowing. Not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing. For the rowers keep on rowing, they're certainly not showing any signs that they're slowing.
He's got off his rocker.
He's crazy.
He's balmy.
He's nutty. He's screwy.
He's batty.
He's dippy.
He's dotty.
He's daffy.
He's goofy. He's buggy.
He's wacky.
He's loony.
No, he's not.
Switch on the lights. Row faster, faster.
Look, there's a door on the wall. Cream room. Dairy cream, whipped cream, pineapple cream, violet cream, coffee cream, vanilla cream, and hair
Cream? You don't need hair cream.
No time for answering silly questions. Press on, press on.
Oh, look, whip room. Whips. What on earth do you use whips for?
For whipping cream, of course. How can you whip cream without whips? A whipped cream isn't whipped cream unless it's been whipped with whips. Just a poached egg isn't a poached egg that's been stolen from the woods in the dead of night. Row on, please.
Bean room. Cacao beans, coffee beans, jelly beans, and hatter beans.
You're one yourself. No time for arguing. Press on, press on. Stop the boat. We're there.
We're where?
Under there.
Under where?
You'll see. This is the most important room in the entire factory. All my most secret inventions are cooking and simmering in here. Oh, Vicar Gruber, we get his front teeth to be allowed inside just for 3 minutes. So had Prodnos and Slugworth and all the other rotten chocolate makers. But now, you listen to me. I want no messing around when we get inside. No touching, no meddling, and no tasting. Is that agreed?
Yes, we won't touch a thing.
Everlasting gobstoppers. They're completely new. I'm inventing them for children who are given very little pocket money. You can put an everlasting gobstopper in your mouth and suck it and suck it and suck it and suck it and suck it, and it will never get any smaller.
It's like gum.
It is not like gum. Gum is for chewing. If you tried chewing one of these gobstoppers here, you'd break your teeth off. But they taste terrific. And they change color once a week. Now, this here is hair toffee, but it's not quite perfected yet. But I'll get them mixed right soon. And when I do, there'll be no more excuses for any little boys and girls going around with bald heads.
But Mr. Wonka, little boys and girls will never go without pants.
Please don't argue, my dear child. Please don't argue. Now, if you'll all step this way, I will show you something I'm terrifically proud of. Oh, do be careful. Stand back. Here we go.
That's it?
That's it? Don't you know what it is?
My gum, it's gum. It's a stick of chewing gum.
Right you are. It's the stick of the most amazing and fantastic and sensational gum in the entire world. This gum is a fantastic gum. That is a chewing gum meal. It's a whole 3-course dinner all by itself. When I start selling the gum in shops, it will change everything. It will be the end of cooking, marketing, for its place, washing up, and garbage. This gum I've happens to be tomato soup, roast beef, and blueberry pie. But you can have almost anything you want.
What do you mean by that?
If you were to start chewing it, you'd actually taste all of those things. And it fills you up, it satisfies you. It's terrific.
It's utterly impossible. Just so long as it's gum, then I can chew it, and that's for me. Come on, Mr. Wonka, hand over this magic gum of yours, and let's see if the whole thing works.
Now, Violet, let's not do anything silly.
I want the gum. What's so silly?
Well, I'd rather you didn't take it. You see, there is still 1 or 2 things.
Oh, the heck with that.
Don't!
Keep chewing, kiddo. Keep right on chewing, baby. Oh, this is a great day for the Beauregards. Our little girl's the first person in the world to have a chewing gum meal.
Spit it out!
Fabulous. It's great.
Good heavens, girl. What's happening to your nose? It's turning blue.
Oh, be quiet, Mother. Let me finish.
Your cheeks, your chin, your whole face is turning blue. Mercy save us. The girl's going blue and purple all over. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. What is happening to you? You're glowing all over. The whole room is glowing.
I told you I hadn't gotten it quite right. It always goes wrong when we come to the dessert. It's the blueberry pie that does it.
Violet.
I'll get it right one day. You wait and see.
Violet, you're swelling up.
I feel most peculiar.
You're swelling up. You're blowing up like a balloon.
Like a blueberry.
Call a doctor.
Prick her with a pin.
Save her.
Just tell the Oompa Loompas over. Oh wait. Hold on. Oh, it always goes wrong when we come to dessert. All the Oompa Loompas that tried it turned up as blueberries. It's the most annoying. I just can't understand it.
But I don't want a blueberry for daughter. Put her back this instant.
Tell the Oompa Loompas over there to roll Miss Beauregard into the juicing room at once.
The juicing room? What for?
To squeeze her. We've got to squeeze every last bit of stuff out of her immediately. After that, we'll have to see how it turns out. I am sorry about it all. I really am.
Gee, Mr. Wonka, what's gonna happen to Violet now?
When she comes
I'll sue you for this!
She'll come out of the dejuicing machine just as thin as a whistle. And she'll be purple. Purple from head to toe. But that's what you get from chewing disgusting gum all day long.
But Mr. Wonka, if it's so disgusting, then why do you make it in your factory?
I can't hear a word you're saying. Now then, off we go. Follow me.
Dear friends, we surely all agree there is nothing worse to see than some repulsive little bum who's always chewing gum. These sticky habits bound to send the chewer to a sticky end.
Did any of you know a person called Miss Bigelow? This dreadful woman saw no wrong in chewing all day long. And when she couldn't find her gum, she'd chew up the linoleum or anything that happened near, a pair of boots, the postman's ear, or other people's underclothes, and once she chewed her boyfriend's nose.
For years and years, she chewed away, consuming 50 packs a day, until one summer's eve last, a horrid business came to pass. Miss Bigelow went late to bed. For half an hour, she lay and read. At last, she put her gum away upon a special little tray and settled back and went to sleep. She managed this by counting sheep. But now, how strange, although she slept, those massive jaws of hers still kept on chewing through the night, even with nothing there to bite. The sleeping woman's great big trap, opening and shutting, snap, 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 faster, faster, chomp, chomp, chomp.
The noise went on, it wouldn't stop, until at last her jaws decided to pause and open extra wide. And with the most tremendous chew, they bit the lady's tongue in two.
And that is why we'll try so hard to save Miss Violet Beauregard from suffering an equal fate. She's still quite young. It's not too late. Provided she survives the cure. We hope she does. We can't be sure.
All right, everybody, stop here for a moment and catch your breath. And take a peek, but don't go in. Whatever you do, don't go into the nut room. If you do, you'll disturb the miniature squirrels.
Oh, look, Grandpa, look. Miniature squirrels.
These squirrels are especially trained for getting the nuts out of walnuts.
Jeepers, there must be thousands of them over by that pile of walnuts over there. Why do you use squirrels? Why not use Oompa Loompas?
Nobody can get walnut shells out of walnuts except squirrels. I insist on only using whole walnuts in my factory, so I use squirrels to do the job. Say they first tap each walnut with their knuckles to be sure it's not a bad one, and if it's bad, they don't bother opening it. They just throw it down the garbage chute.
Hey, Daddy, I've decided I want a squirrel. Get me one of those squirrels.
Don't be silly, sweetheart. Those all belong to Mr. Wonka.
But all I've got at home is 2 dogs and 4 cats and 6 bunny rabbits and 2 parakeets and 3 canals and a green parrot and a bowl of goldfish and a cage of white mice and a silly old hamster. I want a squirrel!
All right, I'll get you a squirrel as soon as I possibly can.
I want a squirrel. I want a trained squirrel.
Very well. Mr. Wonka, name your price.
They're not for sale. She can't have one.
Who says I can't? I'm going up there to grab me one this very minute.
Don't!
All right, I'll have you.
Oh, no, no, no! They've all jumped on her! All of them! 25 of her left arm pinned down, 25 of her right arm pinned down, 25 of her left leg anchored to the ground, 24 of her left leg, and the last girl, it's climbed up on Veruca's head and started tap on its knuckles.
Save her. Veruca, come back. What are they doing to her?
They're testing to see if it's a bad nut. Watch! My goodness! She is a bad nut after all. Her head must have sounded quite hollow.
Where are they taking her?
Where all the other bad nuts go. Down the rubbish chute. She's gone.
Where do you suppose she's gone to?
That particular chute goes into the great big rubbish pipe, which carries away all the rubbish from every part of the factory. All the floor sweepings and potato peelings and fish heads and rotten cabbages and stuff like that.
Who eats fish heads and rotten cabbages in this factory? I'd like to know.
I do, of course. You don't think I live in cacao beans, do you? And, of course, the pipe leads to the furnace in the end.
See here, Wonka, I think you've gone just a shade too far this time. I really do. My daughter may be a bit of a frump at times. I'm not afraid to admit that. But that does not give you permission to burn her to a crisp. I'm very cross about this. Very, very cross.
Don't be cross, my dear sir. I expect she'll turn up again sooner or later. She may not have even gone down the chute. She might just be stuck at the chute just below the entrance hole. And if that's the case, all you have to do is go in and pull her up again. Oh no, the squirrels have for sure too.
My goodness, what a load of rubbish there's going to be today. Veruca, are you down there? Gladys, are you down there too?
Gee, what's going to happen to them now?
I expect someone will catch them at the bottom of the chute.
What about the Great Fiery Incinerator?
Oh, that! They only light it every other day. Perhaps this is the one of the days they let it go out. You never know. They might be lucky. I've never seen anything like it. The children are disappearing like rabbits. Well, now, shall we move on?
Oh, yes.
If you're tired, then we better take the elevator. It's just down the hall. Come on.
Veruca saw the little bird has just gone down the rubbish chute. And as we very rightly thought, like in a case like this, we ought to see a thing completely through. We've polished off her parents too.
Down goes Veruca, down the drain. In here, perhaps we shall explain.
that she will meet as she descends a rather different set of friends. Some liverwurst so old and gray one smiled up from a mile away. A rotten nut, a reeky pear, a thing the cat left on the stair, and lots of other things as well, each with a rather horrid smell. These are Veruca's newfound friends that she will meet as she descends, and this is the price she has to pay for going so very far astray. But now, my dears, we think you might be wondering, is it really right that every single bit of blame and all the scolding and the shame should fall upon Veruca Salt? Is she the only one at fault? For though she's spoiled, and dreadfully so, a girl can't spoil herself, you know. Who turned her into such a brat? Who are the culprits? Who did that? Alas, you needn't look so far to find out who these sinners are. They are, and this is very sad, her loving parents, Mum and Dad. And that is why we're glad they fell into the rubbish chute as well. Oh, look, it's a great glass elevator, and look at all the buttons all over. Each button is labeled.
This isn't just an ordinary up and down elevator. This elevator can go sideways, longways, slantways, and any other way you can think of. This elevator can visit any single room in the factory, no matter where it is. You simply press the button and zing, you're off.
Oh, look, each button's labeled.
And each button stands for a room.
Let's see. Strawberry juice, water pistols, exploding candies for your enemies, stick jaw for talkative parents, invisible candy bars for eating class. Rainbow candies, and you can spin in 6 different colors.
Come on, enough. We can't wait all day.
Isn't there a television room or something?
Certainly, right here.
That's for me.
Hang on, everybody.
I'm gonna be sick.
Please don't be sick.
Try and stop me.
Then you'd better take this.
Make this awful thing stop.
Can't do that. It won't stop till we get there. I only hope nobody's using the other elevator at the moment.
What other elevator?
The one that goes on the same track and the opposite way as this one.
Holy mackerel, you mean we might have a collision?
I've always been lucky so far.
Oh, I am gonna be sick.
No, not now. Don't spoil my hat. Here we are.
Some ride.
Never again.
Well, now, listen to me. Before we go into this television shock room, I want to warn you. There are dangerous rays coming out of the thing, and you must not tamper with it. Okay, everybody out. Here we are, everybody. This room is home to my very greatest and latest invention, television chocolates.
What's television chocolate?
Good heavens, child, stop interrupting me. It works by television. I don't like television myself. I suppose it's all right in small doses, but children never seem to be able to take it in small doses. They just want to sit there all day long, staring at the screen.
That's me!
Shut up! Thank you. Now then, when I first saw an ordinary television working, I was struck by a tremendous idea. If a picture could be broken up to millions of tiny pieces, and the pieces went whizzing through the air until they hit an antenna at the other end, why couldn't I send a real bar of chocolate whizzing through the air in millions of tiny pieces, and then put together at the other end, all ready to be eaten?
Fantastic.
Think so? Watch me send a real bar of chocolate from one end of the room to the other by television. Bring me that chocolate bar, please. It has to be big, because whenever you send something by television, it always comes out smaller at the other end. All right, here we go. No, you there, Mike TV, stand back, you're too close. There are dangerous rays coming out of that thing. They could break you up into a million tiny pieces in 1 second. That's better. Now then, switch on.
The chocolate, it's gone.
It's on its way. It's now rushing through the air above our heads in a million tiny pieces. Quick, come over here. Watch the screen. Here it comes. Take it.
How can you take it? It's just a picture on a television screen.
It's a miracle.
Just think. When I start using this across the world, a commercial will flash on the screen, and a voice will say, "Eat Wonka's chocolates. They're the best in the world. If you don't believe us, try one for yourself now."
But Mr. Wonka, can't you send things like people through the television screen?
A person? Are you off your rocker?
But could it be done?
Good heavens, child, I don't really know. I suppose it could. Yes, I'm pretty sure it could. Of course it could. I wouldn't like to risk it, though. It may have some very nasty results.
I'm gonna be the first person in the world to be sent on television!
No!
Yeah!
Like, stop, come back. You'll be turned into a million tiny pieces.
See you later, alligator. He's gone!
We shall have to hope for the best. We must pray that your little boy will come out unharmed at the other end. We must watch the screen. He may come through at any moment.
Taking a heck of a long time to come through.
Watch the screen, something's happening.
Here he comes. Yes, that's him all right. But he's tiny. Isn't he going to get any bigger?
He's completely okay.
You call that okay? He's shrunk.
Of course he's shrunk. What did you expect?
This is terrible. I can't send him to school like this. He'll get squashed. He won't be able to do anything.
But I'll still be able to watch TV, right?
No, you will not be able to watch TV. The moment we get home, I'm throwing the television set right out the window. I've had enough of television.
But I don't want that!
I don't care what you want or how much you yell and scream. There.
Gee, how will Mike ever grow again?
Well, small boys are extremely springy and elastic. So maybe if we stretch him out using the machine I use for testing the tough stretchiness of chewing gum.
How far do you think he'll stretch?
Maybe miles. Anyways, he'll be awfully thin. But we'll fatten him up using all my super vitamin candy. It contains all the vitamins from A to Z. Mr. TV, just hand these instructions to the windows over there and don't look so worried. They all come out in the wash, you know. Every one of them.
The most important thing we've learned, so far as children are concerned, is never, never, never let them near your television set.
They loll and flop and lounge about and stare until their eyes pop out. Oh, yes, we know what keeps them still. They don't climb out the windowsill. They never fight, kick, or punch. They leave you free to cook the lunch and wash the dishes in the sink. But do you ever stop to think, to wonder just exactly what this does to your beloved Todd?
It rots the senses in the head. It kills imagination dead. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. He cannot think. He only sees. All right, they'll cry. All right, they'll say. But if we take the set away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain. We'll answer this by asking you, what used the darling ones to do? They used to read. They read and read and read, and then proceed to read some more. Great Scots, good Zooks, 1/2 of their lives was reading books. Such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens, and whales, and pirates wearing purple pants, and sailing ships and elephants, and cannibals crouching round the pot, stirring away at something hot.
Oh, books, what books they used to know, those children living long ago. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your TV set away. Fear not, because in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, they'll now begin to feel the need of having something good to read.
P.S. regarding Mike TV, we very much regret that we shall simply have to wait and see if we can get him back his height.
But if we can, it serves them right.
Which room shall it be next? Hurry up, we must be going. And how many children are left now?
Mr. Wonka, I think that Charlie's the only one left.
You mean you're the only one left?
Why, yes.
But my dear boy, that means you've won! Oh, I do congratulate you, I really do. It couldn't be better. I'm absolutely delighted. I had a hunch, right from the beginning that it was going to be you. Well done, Charlie, well done. But we mustn't dilly, we mustn't dally. We have an enormous number of things to do before the day is out. Just think of the arrangements that have to be made.
Mr. Wonka, I don't understand all of this. What are you talking about?
Oh, forgive me. I do get carried away at times. I forgot you didn't know.
Know what?
Well, you see, Charlie, I love my chocolate factory. Tell me, Charlie, do you love my chocolate factory? Think carefully, because it's very important how you feel.
Well, all that I could say is that I've never spent a more fantastic day anywhere in my whole life. I've been very happy. Do I love this factory? Yes, I think I do. It means a great deal to me.
Why do you ask, Mr. Wonka?
Well, of course Charlie and all the others will receive all the candy, I promise. But I want Charlie to receive much more. You see, this whole day has been a contest. It's been a contest to find out who would be the best person for the job.
What job?
Well, you see, I'm tired, Charlie. I'm not getting any younger, and it isn't as easy to carry out my ideas as it once was. I need some help. That means you.
Me?
Yes. I would like you and Grandpa Joe and all the rest of your family, of course, to move here and live here permanently. I would like someone to take over after I've gone. I have no family, and I can think of no one I would like to run this factory more than you. That would be after I've trained you and tell you everything I know, of course. I've watched you all day, and you are the type of person who would appreciate this factory as much as I have all these years. Will you accept my offer? If you do, everything that I have is yours.
Will I? Wow, this is more than I could have ever imagined. Will I? Of course I will. Thank you. Thank you. Just think of it, Grandpa Joe. Wait until we tell Mom and Dad and the grandfolks. It's going to be our chocolate factory, and we are never going to starve again. Just wait and see.